Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel where we talk about IT, cybersecurity, education, and career things. And today's video, I'm going to be answering a user's question about how my lifestyle is possible. Basically, I posted this video about how I went to Okinawa with a couple of my friends and we're just kind of like chilling out, and I'm living in Japan and Thailand and like all this like crazy stuff. So I'm going to talk about that. But before I get into that, please follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to get more followers there and I'm seriously trying to post good content there. Nice scenery. So check that out. Really appreciate it a lot. And yeah, back to the video. So basically the viewer says, please share with us how you made this lifestyle possible. My goal is to find employers that will allow me to work abroad. Maintaining a US salary is ideal. I agree with that. Any tips would be helpful. And before I get started, I will say, like, whatever your salary is in the United States, if you live in Thailand, it's like 4xing your salary. So if you make, 50K in the US and you go to Thailand and you're working remote, it's like getting like 200K. Like, I swear. By the way, check out the link in the description if you want to like work in IT. I made a course with Course Careers, but it's really, really good to maintain a US salary and work abroad. It's so nice. So basically, like, assuming you work in IT already or something like that and you work in the States, what I would do first and foremost, it makes things much easier if you have a high skill level in a specialized area, or two specialized areas would be ideal. Get like a decent level of skill. So for me, for instance, I have okay cybersecurity skill and I can code pretty decently. So what I'm saying sounds like so obvious, but you just get like a high level of skill in tech. I would recommend coupling coding with almost anything. Get really good at it. Watch this video. I talk about how I get really good at coding, but essentially you want to get really good at something, couple it with coding. I would recommend, and just try to find like a 100% remote job somewhere. Okay, so I'm not telling you to do this, but this is kind of what I would do and kind of what I did. So I'd get really good at that job, maybe work it for like a few months and make sure that it's like truly like 100% remote. Make sure that you're allowed to like leave the country or something. Like, if I don't care about the job, I'll probably just like work it for a couple months and I'll try to test if I can do it outside of the US with like a VPN or something like this. I'll just like go abroad. So, like, what I did for me, I didn't tell my employer like, okay, I'm going next week. Like, way early on in my employment, I was like, oh, I'm thinking of going to Thailand for a vacation. Am I allowed to do that? And eventually they were like, yeah. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm allowed. So I kind of, just got really used to my job. And then when it was time for me to go abroad, I just went to Thailand and I just didn't say anything to anyone, and nobody noticed I was in Thailand. I don't know if anyone really knows I'm in Japan too, unless they're watching this. So just get really good at your job, find like 100% remote job, or just get to the point where it's like easy for you to get jobs, right? You don't want to be like really stressing about losing your job or something like this, but just get really good at your job, find a 100% remote job, make sure it's okay for you to work outside of the country, whether or not that's like legally or with your employer or like physically possible, because they might like geo block you once you go outside, and then you'll be like, oops. Go out and get your remote job. The main thing to take away from this video, I feel like I rambled a lot, is the higher your skill is, the easier it's going to be for you to do, especially with like coding, to be honest. You don't have to be like a software engineer or something like this, but if you can code well and you get like a support job, it just makes you like really, really much more valuable. You're able to do a lot of stuff, and the employer is going to be more willing to work with you if you're abroad. If it gets too hard for me, for instance, I might be like, the time difference is too much. This is for me, right? Like, if the time difference gets too much for me, I might just be like, I might tell my employer like, okay, like, I'm in Japan. Can I just like, not join every single meeting or something like this? It's up to you to feel out those situations and stuff. But the primary takeaway of this video is just get really, really good at your job, where it's really easy for you to find jobs, find that 100% remote job, and just go and do it. The US dollar is like really strong. Even in Japan, it's really, really strong, and it's really cheap here and really, really nice. Housing sucks right now in Japan. Like, my Airbnb got expensive because it opened up to the public and all the Japanese loving nerds came here, and it just became really expensive. But Thailand is really cheap. There's like a lot of really inexpensive areas to live, and it's really, really, really nice to just be able to go like random places and just work from wherever. But yeah, this was a great question. I'm curious to hear thoughts about this, so let me know in the comment section what you think. Again, follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to post really nice international-ish content there. So yeah, check that out, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.